we ran this program and we saw that only main is executed. Print something is not executed at all. Now, let's look at what is a function. So, we said main is a function, right? So, what does it mean? What does really a function mean? A function is a set of statements. In any programming language, most of them actually, the statements are separated by semicolons. So if you look at this printf open, we are calling printf open parenthesis close parenthesis followed by a semicolon. Return 0 followed by a semicolon. So this is a set of statements. Function is nothing but a set of statements and enclosed within open brace and a close brace. So a function generally does something. So here, if we look at the print something method, it is printing something to the output and it's returning 0. So this open brace and the close brace signify the start and end of a function. So a function starts with open brace and ends with a close brace. The return value from main typically signifies what is the status of the execution of a particular program. Let's say I'm trying to read something from the database and I was not able to connect to the database. Then I would probably return -1 back to say that the program failed in executing. If I'm able to connect to the database and I'm able to execute properly, then I will return 0 to say that I am successful. What are void functions? How do I say a function is void function? By instead of int, I'm putting void and I'm removing the return statement. A void function is something which does not return anything back. So that's simple. A void function does not return anything back. So what we wanted to do in here is we wanted to run the print something method also. So what we want to do is we want in main, I want to be able to run print something method as well. So how do I do that? What I would do is add a new statement to the main method. What is that? I have to say print something open parenthesis close parenthesis. It is not having any parameters defined in here. No values needs to be passed to it. We will discuss about parameters later. So now I'm calling print something. The way I'm calling it is open parenthesis close parenthesis followed by a semicolon. This is a statement. Any statement should be followed by a semicolon. So now let's run this program. Aha. What do you see in here? I'm a great guy. I will not be executed. So what is happening now is first the execution is coming to line 10 because main function is the first function which is executed. So execution comes here. Then number 11 print something is called. So it goes to print something. The first line in print something is I will not be executed. And once print something completes execution, it returns back and the program completes execution after the return 0 is executed. And so I see in the output, I am a great guy. I will not be executed. So that's how you call a function from another function. We actually already called printf. Printf is another function which was defined in stdio.h. This is a custom function. I mean, this is defined by us. This is defined by a programmer. So this is how we would call a custom function from main or any other function. We are printing, I am great guy and I will not be executed on the same line. Let's understand why this is happening in this way and what we can do to get them printing on the next lines next. The thing which I want to do is after and I am a great guy, I would want to print something called a new line character. Only then I will not be executed would be printed on the next line. So what I would need to be able to say here is I'm a great guy followed by new line character. If I am able to do this, then it would get printed on the next line. This new line character is something which you will not be able to type on a keyboard. That's why C uses special characters to indicate new line characters. That's /n. So a slash followed by n, this is called a new line character in C programming language. When I run this particular thing, you would see the thing being printed on the next line. There is one more special character. Actually, there are a lot more special characters. One more thing that we would see is slash t. The slash t stands for a tab. So let's see what happens when I run this program. Okay, you can see there is a tab space between I'm a and the great guy. So in here there is a tab space that is coming in because I'm saying a slash t. Usually the slash followed by some character indicates that it's a special character. We will discuss a lot more about these things in a future section. For now, let's just say slash n and run this program. There you go. I'm a great guy. I will not be executed is printed on the next line.